Hey, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the country where you're watching this stream from. I'm Hisham Sarwar. I'm a freelancer. I'm a trainer who trains people how to get started as a freelancer and start making money online, how to learn blogging, how to learn digital marketing, social media marketing, create digital products so that you can have automated money, and the importance of creating YouTube and getting organic views onto your videos and get more subscribers on your channel without paying a single penny. In the description of this video, as well as in the title of this video, there's a link given for you to sign up for batch 2 training that's gonna start next Wednesday, and every information will be given out to the people who sign up this this form and register for the training. But most importantly, last night someone from Austria asked an amazing question, and therefore the reason why I'm live to talk about this as well as to convince you why you should take these trainings, because there surely must be something I have up my sleeves that I could transfer and transform you in not only learning these skills but also getting started on the internet, make money, and probably build a career online. So the lady name is Banga, Banga. She's from Austria, and she says that my husband is a COVID-19 survivor, and ever since he has recovered and resulted negative uh, from COVID-19, he's still struggling to um, get his health back, to recollect his breath, and he's not the same as he used to be a couple of months back. He's pretty lethargic. He's pretty lazy. Uh, Sleeps all day long, and he was fired from his job in Austria. So I came across your live session, and I signed up on behalf of my husband, and I want some sort of assurances that if we, husband and wife, watch your trainings, is there a way we can kickstart our online career and start making money within 3 weeks? Now, the reason why I've highlighted this particular message is because east or west, money and people looking to make money, they pretty much think this, on the same lines. Everybody wants overnight results, regardless of the country you live in. A Pakistani living in Pakistan wants to become successful overnight, and therefore, same goes for people of other countries. An Austrian living in Austria wants to make money within 3 weeks of taking training. Let me put this disclaimer in this video so that you understand where I'm coming from. And honestly speaking, I do not know who you are. Honestly speaking, I do not know your caliber. I do not even know how much time you will be willing to spend on the different niches and learn these different skill sets. But what I do know is in these next 13 minutes, if I'm able to convince you to sign up for this form, get enrolled in the training, at least by the end of third week, not only I would increase in your knowledge about different skill set, but I think I'm giving myself a fair chance of showing you a way to identify your skill set and getting started. And if you put in all the efforts and hard work that is required to succeed online, because remember, it's a saturated world now. But at the same time, with 2.6 billion people on Facebook alone, it's a huge opportunity for everybody to capitalize on if they know how to do it, and if they can play it smartly, and if they're patient enough, showing enough patience to hang in there and do not expect for the results overnight. There are no shortcuts here. There's no guarantee that you'll start making money as soon as yesterday, leave alone tomorrow. Like any other business, it requires your time, it requires temperament, it requires you to uh, do a lot of hard and smart work, and it requires you to be, resilient enough to withstand all the pressures, and sorrows and despair and disappointments that might just came your, that might just come your way. You have to be patient enough to reap the results. I started YouTubing in January, and not before March, nobody was watching my videos. But when people, it's a chain reaction. I always say that social media is a chain reaction. If you want to ace at social media, if you want to become successful, you got to understand that one video, one content might just uh, take you off the mark. But you got to wait for that one particular content, because it might just take one day, it might just take 1 week, it might just even take 1 month, and it might just even take 1 quarter. And surely it took me 1 quarter to find uh, my type of audience, who are not only desperate to watch my content, but they're also looking for new content uh, on my channel. So it's a tedious process. It's not an overnight success formula I can give you that could help you in kickstarting your uh, website or channel or a freelancing marketplace profile. Nothing happens overnight. But what I can assure you is, I'm about to teach freelancing. I'm about to teach digital marketing and every nitty gritty detail of digital marketing. Absolutely in depth, uh, screen shared uh, trainings that would give you a step by step information about how to do different things. Then, same goes for social media marketing. 2.6 billion people, it's a huge market for you to capitalize on. It's a huge market for you to reach out to. All you need to learn is effective ways of advertising your business, and and then hopefully getting a good response. But spending money on your Facebook page is a second step. The first step is to create an effective profile that helps you in building your online presence, and at the same time create a sports system, a sports system uh, who could be counted on when you want to share something. Because uh, a sports system means that if you want to talk about your website, if you post something about your website, if you post something about your YouTube channel, whatsoever it is, if you request someone to share it on their wall, they do it without asking any question. But be advised, sooner or later you will be required to return the favor. When they want you to share something, you got to do it diligently, just like you expect them to share your content without asking a question. So, Facebook profile is the very first thing. Now, uh, for the students who find it hard to understand basic English, I advise you to take these trainings as well, because there's a good chance that not only you will learn an internet related skill, could be any skill, but there's a good chance you might just get better at uh, communication skill. I'm going to teach you communication as well. There's a good chance you might just start understanding English a little better. Give yourself a chance. Don't stay in your silos. You have been, staying far enough in your silos, where you have, not taken any initiative to think about doing an internet related business. So I'm giving you a chance. Maybe these 3 weeks could will change your life. And then I'm going to talk about blogging, something I'm very passionate about. I've got a blog called beangguru.com. Uh, and when I started blogging, it's an amazing story. I'll explain this in the videos when I upload them inside different playlists. But when thank you, Ahmed Zadi. Yeah, this is interesting. So, uh, namaste, Prajwal. Good to see you here, bro. So, when I started thinking about blogging, because I sort of had enough of freelancing career. It requires a lot of patience. It requires huge temperament. It demands you to sit on your desk literally 24/7. Sometimes you have to sleep under your desk, and the stress and the amount of toll it takes on your body. A young individual uh, can well, they're good enough to take all this stress and all these pressures. But as I was growing old, I began to find out that I need to have multiple sources of income. I need to have something that's automated. I can't sit on my desk 24/7, uh, placing my bids on the projects and counting on my luck to see if I'll ever get a response. Um, and then going through the negotiation process. Freelancing actually requires a lot of patience, folks. But as a young individual, I think age is on your side, and you can do it. I've done it. If I've made over seven-figure income doing freelancing only, uh, it tells you that there's a huge scope in this particular skill, in this particular niche. All you need to learn is a good communication skill. All you need to learn is how to master a skill that's a computer related skill. All you need to learn is be patient enough to wait for the client's response. Over a period of time, you'll start enjoying the process, because once you get in the groove of it, once it sort of become a mechanical um, process every single day, where you're spending time on bidding, where you're spending time on looking for more freelance related opportunities, you'll get used to it, right? Now, for YouTube, that's where I'm going to spend my next 3 minutes on. I cannot emphasize the importance of showing up the courage by creating a YouTube channel. Everybody, regardless of the skills you have, your educational background, the country you live in, my advice to everybody who's watching this stream and those who will watch it later, create a YouTube channel, because you just never know what kind of content, and content means a YouTube video, takes off, brings in a lot of views, gets you a lot of new subscribers, and helps you in making an automated money, even if you are sleeping, traveling, or not sitting on your computer. If there's a perfect example of passive income, YouTube fills in that criteria with all the flying colors. I've made few mistakes in my life, and when I reflect back at my career of consisting of about 2+ decades, I've done freelancing, I've done digital marketing, social media marketing, a lot of digital products, a lot of consultation, lots of social media influencers, sponsorships. But when I reflect back at my online career, I feel that there's a place I fell short of an idea, and that was exactly something that haunts me for the last 1.5 years, since the mid part of 2019. A decision I repent the most. Why did I not create my YouTube channel? I mean, I had the popularity. Blogs wrote so much about me. Television channels covered me so much. And that's 2016 and 17, way before DigiSkills era. Way before DigiSkills era. Stupids keep coming back at me that you are enjoying the popularity of DigiSkills, and I keep responding that you need to go to Facebook, select the timelines of the years 2016 and 17, and you'll find out I was actually, doing this way before DigiSkills. But the drawback is somebody should have highlighted the importance of creating a YouTube channel. And I tell you, had I started early, maybe in 2016, maybe in 2017, mate, I would have crossed 1 million subscribers on my main channel. And had I created my English channel maybe 2 years back, I would have also crossed 1 million subscribers on my English channel as well. If Lady Luck is on my side, and if I am lucky enough to live for next 2 years and tell a tale, you'll find out that both my channels will end up doing 1 million. Not sure about the main channel, honestly speaking. Little, doubtful about the main channel. But for this one, even though I stand at around 11,000 subscribers right now, but I'm so optimistic because the results coming in are so amazing that sometimes I really feel like kicking myself. Why did I not start early on YouTube? Why did I not create my channels and capitalize on the wave early? There's something interesting I want you guys to see, and showing it for the first time. And if you can wait for a second, that's going to be very exciting. So I'm going to share my screen now. Share screen. Absolutely, create your channel with your own name. Channel analytics. Now what you see is the analytics of my English YouTube channel. I keep telling you that a lot of foreigners are, visiting my channel. I keep telling you a lot of foreigners have signed up for the batch 2 training. But here's something interesting for you guys to see. You see, I've only highlighted last 7 days, okay? The date is selected between October 23 and October 29. Don't ask me to get to the revenue part. You don't need to see it. But in the last 7 days, I have gained around 1.4K subscribers. They're new subscribers, of course. There's a decent amount of views in the last 7 days, 14,000 precisely. An average human spends around 1.3 minutes, which is pretty decent. But here's the thing. I'm a Pakistani. By the way, non-subscribers, if they start subscribing my channel, I would get to my silver button in no time. I fail to understand sometimes. I really do fail to understand that. Why do people watch your videos and yet do not subscribe to your channel? Age and gender. I do not know any tutor or a trainer or a teacher who has got this amazing amount of female following, 24.3 precisely out of 100%. And that's the interesting part. 32% of my traffic comes from Pakistan only, and I'm a Pakistani, folks. 11.5 comes from India. No wonder why I see 1,463 subscriptions on batch 2 from India. A lot of love coming from India. But here's interesting thing, United States 11.0, and the list grows on and on. United States, UK, and all these uh, you know countries outside Pakistan, traffic coming from these countries tells me about the importance of having an international channel so that you can uh, reach out to all the uncapped audience. On my main channel, since it's in Urdu, I can only uh, get subscribers or viewers or people who can watch my video from Pakistan and India. By the way, on my main channel, 91% of the uh, audience is actually from Pakistan. But here's Being Guru 2.0. Stats are right in front of you, folks. Amazing stats. 11% from US, and I've only selected 7 days. 11% from India, 22%, and then count 3%. And by the end of these trainings, I might not even be surprised that for this international channel, if I might just not be surprised if India or United States or maybe UK um, come all the way to the top, because they there's a thing. The reason why I'm able to get so much huge list of foreign subscribers and my CPM, I mean, it's amazing. My main channel CPM is one third, no, not one third, 3x time lower than the CPM I get on this international channel. So I create a live session. Let me reveal this and this number to you. If I create a live session for about 1 hour here on the main channel, I end up making around $20 to $25. And if I do 1 hour long live video on my main channel, I only make $2. That's a 10x time difference. And the reason is English is an international business language. The difference is clearly the communication skill. 11% people who have subscribed in the last 7 days from US alone. That's why I come late at night, because I want to count for Eastern Standard Time, and it's early morning there in US. And the moment my uh, live real-time viewers number crosses 100, every single night we experience people coming in and then they end up subscribing. Silent viewers, silent observers of my content. And by the way, let's be honest about this. In the time of pandemic, who does not want to learn internet money making skills? I mean, it would be hard to find somebody, uh, regardless of their financial status, that at the other day everybody wants to learn it. Why not learn it from a pro who has a credibility, who has a proven background? And now you notice that it's early morning here in US. Um, it's around 9:30 in US and Canada, so there's no traffic. Only the regular Pakistani and Indian viewers. Do you guys understand the difference? And when I come back at around 10:30, all of a sudden the real-time viewers, uh, within 20 minutes of my live stream, they cross over 100 real-time viewers. A lot of silent viewers observing the content, learning what the heck freelancing is all about. What is blogging? What is digital marketing? The reason why I'm telling you about all this is because the title of the video says Internet Business in 15 Minutes. I understand I have crossed 15 minutes 15 minutes ago. But here's the thing, the whole exercise points out to the importance of creating a YouTube channel in English. And if you're able to appeal to the international audience, not only they will spend time in watching your videos, but they'll also subscribe to your channel. They'll keep coming back at you for more information. People ask me, in one of the comments, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed it, it happened here on this live channel, Being Guru 2.0. Somebody asked me that you lie that you're from Pakistan. Why would I lie? I am from Pakistan, of course. But the accent I have faked through my practice over the years, communication skills I have worked on, and polishing my oral English ability has brought me to this point where I'm not only comfortable in speaking English, but I also at the same time, uh, the accent is hard to identify. It surely is not a Pakistani accent, leave alone Indian. So, have you guys ever noticed that the folks who work at call center, not sure about India, but talking about Pakistan? Thank you, Shazad bhai. So, Shazad is up 10 a.m. in US. Now, have you guys ever noticed that the folks who work at call centers, uh, their accent? I'm not talking about India because I understand there's still accent problems there, and you can identify their accent. But these shrewd Pakistani call center guys and girls, they fake their accent so magnificently well that they do not even let you judge if you call them that you are actually connected in a call center in Pakistan. You can't identify if you're talking to a Pakistani person. The reason being, they are taught to work on their fluency in English. They are uh, trained to modify their accent to match the standards of West, so that if they're working for a call center as a back office call center for a US based company, could be a hosting company, could be an insurance company, could be a online booking, hotel chains, and whatever it has. If somebody is willing to pay their money living in US, they won't be willing to pay their money to a desi call, call center guy, because they will clearly identify that this guy is not English, he doesn't belong to US, and maybe I'm being ripped off if I spend my money. So all of a sudden, the decision making depends on your accent. That's what I've learned, from this call center experience. So before I could work on my computer related skills, I actually worked hard on my communication skills. And it has helped me in learning freelancing, accelerating my freelance success to the next level. Uh, I have, yeah, exactly. You can only identify if you're Pakistani Indian yourself. Shazad, what do you do, Shazad, by the way? You know what? By spending time on myself in honing my communication skills, making sure that I speak fluent English without uh, giving a hint of, uh, you know, uh, doubt in the client's mind that I'm not someone who can speak fluent English. Because one of the reasons, and I've You'll learn this in the freelancing course as well. One of the reasons why freelancers lose freelancing opportunities is because client is a little skeptical. They're a little doubtful to go in business with you because they fear that if they give you their business and then you lack basic communication skills, they might just end up losing money and wasting their time. And the whole process, it's a tedious process of going through different proposals as a client and then picking one based on their portfolio, on based on their price, based on their communication skill. You don't want to go through this process all over again. So as a client, you expect to hire someone who understands basic English, who's got good communication skills, and who would not, fall prey to, English problems. I lost one project in 1999. The client was from South Africa, Durban precisely, and after 10 days of our communication, the client canceled the project after telling me that I lacked communication skills. And this was heartbreaking to come this far, having spent 10 days in a conversation with the client every single day, walking them through the process of development. And on the 10th day or on the 11th day, I'm told that I lack basic communication skills. I was pretty furious back then, of course, as everybody should be, of losing business, because you believe it's a petty issue. You believe that it's not something that should be a point of concern for a client. But from client's perspective, communication skill is something that weighs in at the top of the list, far above any other skill. And there's a reason why they feel so. The reason is they expect a contractor, an online worker, to take pointers from the conversation, brainstorm further, come up with their own innovative ideas, and capitalize on the initial lead provided by the client uh, related to their project. So let me try to explain this in a much easier way. If I'm a graphic designer and I'm working on a catalog, by the way, I do a lot of catalogs for surgical instruments, for sports supplements, companies invest. Client in the conversation cannot explain every single point in detail. They won't go, all the way to the depth of nitty gritty details. But as a contractor, as a freelancer, they expect you to uh, get a fair bit of idea from the basic pointers and brainstorm, come up with innovative idea and transform that idea from client's mind eye onto the computer screen. Does it make sense? So if I'm hiring you as a contractual graphic designer, I give you basic pointers and then I expect you to unleash your creativity. I expect you to think from your creative mind. And most importantly, I expect you to take the pointers I've given you and you should be able to convert my ideas into a reality on a computer screen. And if you are unable to execute all this, it literally puts me off that I have spent around, let's say, an hour explaining you my idea, my thought process, my uh, expectation from you, only to find out that when you give me an output, when you show me something, it's far away from what I envisioned in my mind. And the reason why you go far away from my basic instructions as a client is because clearly you lack communication skills. You are unable, you were, you know, when we had this telephonic conversation, or perhaps on Skype or whatever it was, WhatsApp maybe, you were unable to grasp the idea I wanted to convey across. So, therefore, I have ended up losing the time, and time is money, right? You can take away anything from me, but if you have taken my time, you have literally taken all. Nobody wants to lose time. I'm pretty good in saying no. Remember our last conversation last night? Uh, the pointers I gave out about how to become successful online by following those basic steps. And one of the pointer was learn how to say no. That's how successful people become successful, because they create an habit of saying no, because they know what particular things require their attention and what particular things need to you know be ignored. And the best way of letting go something is to develop an ability of saying no way before you get into a relationship, way before you start experiencing something. you know that's one of the silver lining shining points of successful people. So what does this tell us? This tells us that if you if you want to become successful online, regardless of the niche we want to work on, freelancing, blogging, YouTube, whatever it is, the first and the foremost, the prerequisite for us to become successful online falls in the bracket of communication and business development skill. Now let's just look at from another point of view. What if I tell you that you could be a great freelancer making millions of money, and you could still be ignorant enough about computer skills? You would laugh at me. I remember in a jam-packed hall full of, it was a capacity crowd in Lahore PNY training, and I told the audience that if you want to become successful freelancers, it was a freelance training, and I told the audience, if you want to become successful freelancers, pay huge attention to your communication skills. Because if you pay huge attention to your communication skills, I can assure you computer and computer related skills do not even have any importance. And the crowd actually went berserk. Who's this guy who's teaching us absolutely wrong things about freelancing? And then I requested everybody to calm down and hear me out. And when I explained the importance of communication skill and highlighted the perspective of getting freelance business just because you've got good communication skill, and then outsourcing that work to someone else, you do not need to know anything about that particular computer skill. I'm not a graphic designer, for a discussion's sake. What if I tell you that by having a basic idea about graphic designing and having good communication skills, I can win a lot of graphic designing projects on different freelance marketplaces. And then I can also outsource to the graphic designers who are watching the stream right now or those who will watch it later. It surely makes sense because client has not seen your work when they award you a project. They will only get to know who you are from scale of 1 to 10, the quality you produce once they award you a project. Pre-awards, a pre-award scenario only accounts for good communication. If I'm able to convince you that I'm a right candidate for your job, if I'm able to convince you that I'm a great graphic designer, or perhaps I've got a great set of graphic designers working for me, client does not even know that that amazing pool of designers I have, if they are capable enough to produce that output client is looking for. So how do I win a project? I purely win a project on a base on the basis of my communication skill. I was smart enough to convince them through my proper English, through my good communication ability, that if they award me their project, I've got this amazing pool of graphic designers who work literally 24/7 in two shifts, and I'll get their job done within 3 days. And communication skill, if accompanied, by good business development skills, that's actually gold, folks. Absolutely gold. So communication skill means being able to convince client that why they should hire me. A good business development skill means, hey, sure, you can hire me. I got this amazing set of freelancers working for me. And you do not have to pay a single dime before I complete your project. I'm also willing to give you a free mock-up of your design. Hey, I think alongside this art piece you are looking for to be created, how about we create you a free stationery? And this free stationery offer includes free business card design and a free letterhead design. Communication skill accompanied by great business development skills, you are all gold. And that is how I only won a lot of contracts on guru.com. I was not a good graphic designer, never was. I did not know anything about mobile app development, leave alone creating a mobile app development as a developer. I don't know anything about it. Same goes for game development, same goes for web development. But I was able to create a hook because of my good communication skills, accompanied by reasonably good business development skills. Business development skills refers to the importance of convincing client to give you their business, and communication skill refers or highlights the importance of convincing your client to converse further and telling them why you are a perfect candidate for their job. Communication is an art, and those who master this art can succeed without a shadow of doubt on any of the niche they pick. What do you think? People who become good digital marketers, do they have a great ability in SEO or other, internet related advertisement skills? The truth lies in their ability to communicate well, to convince clients that they are a perfect resource for their uh, marketing job. Same goes for social media marketing. When you create an ad on Facebook, when you create an ad on Instagram, if it is not good copywriting, communicating a great message across, do you think people will even watch this ad? YouTube. I'm Pakistani who has created this English YouTube channel, and I tell people that I'll be hitting my 1 million soon, and people laugh at me. I had this conversation with one of my friends last evening, and I told him that I am somehow, my sixth sense says that Being Guru 2.0 will raise to 1 million subscribers far quicker than my main channel. And he was, you know, laughing at me with all those, friendly statements friends make when they do not believe something. But the results refer to something, I'm hopeful about. The results highlight that because of so many foreigners coming and watching my videos, feeling comfortable with my communication skills, accompanied by the knowledge I'm sharing, not only the subscriber list is growing every single day, but it's actually growing from the West. I've just shown you this, right? I've shown you that 11.0 subscribers on this channel are from US alone. 11.0 are from India. 23 or 28% is from Pakistan. I mean, it's an honor to have people watching my stream from my country, but that's my main channel. That's where the traffic needs to go to. Um, this is an international platform. I want to build my presence in a way that a lot of people benefit from my trainings, but at the same time, it, I'm helping myself in growing uh, in structure on by creating videos on this channel. So my point is, if you are good at communication skill, you are able to do something similar to what I've done. If you're good at communication skill, you're able to shift gears and move at a much faster pace on any of the niche you select, be it freelancing, be it blogging, be it drop shipping, e-commerce, copywriting, YouTube, social media marketing, digital marketing. So my advice to you guys is, in these 15 minutes, I've highlighted these different money-making avenues, but most importantly, there's no tomorrow, folks. Start learning a single word of English every day. Once you add vocabulary uh, to your chest, it's only going to get populated with a lot of traders. Leave no stone unturned in making efforts in honing your communication skills every single day. Learn new words. Find people you can converse in English with. Perhaps stand in front of a mirror and start uh, speaking to yourself while looking uh, at yourself on the mirror. Maybe create a video, show it to the people around you, and see if they can identify your mistakes. We have created a Facebook channel called Let's Talk English with Hisham. And inside that closed group, I encourage everybody to upload their English videos with the promise that it's a closed group and your video will not go outside this closed group, and everybody's same. There are people from Pakistan, there are people from India, there are people from Afghanistan, there are people from Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. A lot of people struggling to hone their communication skills, learn English, and I've given them a closed environment platform where they are only required to pick up their smartphone, turn on the cam, record their video, and upload it inside a closed group. When people, encourage you, and that's what everybody is doing in that group. When people encourage you to keep doing this continuously, when people appreciate your efforts, it only builds your confidence, because next time around you will be inclined to make amends to the mistakes you have made in your first video, and that's how you improve yourself. If there's one example I could give you right here on my channel. I want you to go and watch my first video. Surely I was a little nervous about speaking English, because even though I've done it for a lot of foreigners, but I understand that they would give me a benefit of doubt in my grammar mistakes, in my inability to come up with the right words when it matters the most, because they understand English is not my first language. They understand that I'm somebody who's from Pakistan. They understand that I like it uh, at this language. I do not have much grasp when it comes to oral communication skills of speaking English. But in this channel, there was a lot of pressure, because I stood for something and I wanted to transform myself to the next step of the ladder. I wanted to get a lot of international audience, and at the same time adding a value in the lives of people. And I think I'm doing a reasonably good enough job in educating people about the importance of internet businesses. Since I've been doing it for over 2 decades, and somebody who has seen the ups and downs um, of these different niches, starting from freelancing, then blogging, and all that stuff. But one thing I've learned over the years is communication heals in a long way. And after communication, it's your ability to stay resilient to your job, because you should not expect overnight results. Nothing happens overnight. Rome was not built in one day. So it's your ability to withstand the pressure and staying hopeful that uh, your day will come and you'll become successful. So here's another interesting story. I started freelancing on elance.com. Don't look up for elance.com. It's not there anymore. Long gone. Uh, and I spent around 2.5 months placing bids after bids on elance.com, and not even a single response was fetched. If I was, if I were, doubtful of my abilities, let's just say it, that if I was one of you who wanted an overnight response and result, I could have left that freelancing career in 1999 and perhaps moved on to full-time employment, and that's it. Burley, I would say WordPress is a good WordPress builder. I mean, if you do not have any WordPress developing skills, maybe you could go to third-party off-the-shelf content management systems. Wix is one. even though I hate Wix. But if you do not have any web development experience, perhaps Wix.com is something you may want to look at. So back to the topic, folks. So I spent 3 months working on elance.com, couldn't get a single response from the clients, and somehow my inner intuition kept pushing me to do it, and I explored multiple freelance avenues. Thank you, Burley. So I was lucky enough to bump across itmoonlighter.com. Okay, that's fine. Signed up for IT Moonlighter, uh, placed my bids on different projects, and luckily, a change in a platform brought in a change in my fate. I got a response from a client named John Jenner, still good friend on Facebook, actually a family friend now. itmoonlighter.com changes into guru.com, and the rest is history. The guy who was struggling to find a project on elance.com, within 10 years of his existence on guru.com, ends up making $1.3 million in earnings, becomes the first Asian to be ranked in top 10. They call it top seed, just like, a tennis player. Gets showcased on a Hall of Fame on the homepage of guru.com, with my country's flag featured next to my name, and that surely gave me a lot of satisfaction. Now, the point I want to emphasize is I don't want to brag about my earnings, or I don't want to brag about my success, but the point I want to emphasize is there's no overnight success, folks. Nothing happens overnight. Rome was not built in one day. So if you want to become successful on different internet niches, be it freelancing, blogging, social media marketing, digital marketing, creating a YouTube channel, having tons of digital products, you got to have a temperament that highlights the importance of showing patience. Here's one request I would like to make here for all the people who have watched this stream right now, or who have just joined the stream right now, or those who will watch it later. If you can hit, that little bell icon and subscribe to my channel. There's a link of form given in the title as well as in the description of this video. I'm going to conduct my batch 2 training starting Wednesday next week, and these trainings are absolutely free, going to be conducted on my YouTube channel with a lot of exercises, because I want to hold your hand and walk you through the process of knowing about different niches, starting from freelancing on Monday. Tuesday is digital marketing, Wednesday is social media marketing, Thursday is blogging, Friday is YouTube, and over the weekends we'll do a lot of live streams, as well as we're going to learn the importance of communication skills, how to do amazing copywriting that sells. So that's pivoting around the internet related businesses. Make sure you hit the bell icon gently. You don't have to hit it that hard. 48% of the people who watch my videos, and we just started this new channel 2 months ago, 48% are actually non-subscribers. So if you can, hit this subscribe button and press the bell icon, this probably would be one of the best decisions. It could turn out to be one of the best decisions you would ever make online, because I'm going to teach you a lot about internet-related businesses. As someone who has been doing it for over a long period of time, with a huge proven background of success, not only on freelancing front, but also on social media marketing. As a blogger, I own a blog called beangguru.com, one of the biggest blog here in this part of the world, in Pakistan and India. And I'm an Amazon affiliate, an associate who's doing reasonably well uh, on books niche at Amazon. And then, of course, I've got a couple of YouTube channel. My main YouTube channel just recently won this YouTube silver button, and very excited to meet the same fate for this channel as well. So back to my request of signing up the firm and wait for email from us sometime on Monday and Tuesday, and the classes begin on Wednesday. It's going to be 3 weeks long training, and I can assure you that okay, so you come daily on my YouTube channel, you have to search for it. Why don't you get notifications when I'm live? Why is that? Don't tell me that you guys do not get a notification whenever I'm live. Maybe you need to subscribe and press the bell icon. Maybe that's the only way, or I don't know. Find out how you can get notification every single time when I premiere a video or whenever I'm live. So requesting everybody to subscribe to the channel and fill in the form. It's absolutely free, no strings attached, no hidden cost, no hidden agenda, all in an attempt to pay back to the community. A community who once thought 2 decades ago that I'm good for nothing. A community that thought that since I do not have good grades in academia, I might just end up screwing my professional career in the future. And surprisingly, I plan to retire uh, when I get to 45, and I'm 43 right now, and I think I've just about close to achieving that goal. But that's on my personal front. As far as you're concerned, if you are looking for a free training that's as good as the thousands of dollars you would pay on Udemy, Coursera, or any online distance learning platform, I can assure you nothing would come closer to these trainings, because these are actually hands on training. I'm not one of those freelancers who teach how to create a freelance profile and how to make money uh, without showing their proven track record. So, whatever I'm going to show you, it starts with showing you the results I've achieved first before you could even pay close attention to my trainings. So, every field has fetched me good, fair bit of success over a period of time. And I'm pretty proud of this little journey, and hopeful that my next venture of workchest.com, which is a Pakistani freelance marketplace. The idea is to gather all Pakistani freelancers under one umbrella and uh, get a lot of international clientele by advertising and marketing on Google and Facebook and other marketing avenues, and encourage the clients to outsource their contractual work to the Pakistani freelancers, because my partners actually want to go global, and I'm the only stumbling block standing in the way of changing the company's mission and going global. I am not sure how long I'll be able to hold them off, but it looks highly unlikely, unfortunately, that we might just stay focused on Pakistani freelance spectrum. Uh, the chances are, in the times to come, we'll go global and compete with the likes of Upwork, Guru.com, Fiverr, because the results on workchest.com are pretty overwhelming. So, for those who have not heard about workchest.com, it's a Pakistani freelance marketplace. Right now, it's a Pakistani freelance marketplace. Not sure about the future. Could might just go global. But we've got over 30,000 free subscriptions without even paying a single dime to marketing. Never had a budget for that, to be honest. And this experiment of gathering all the freelancers under one umbrella is turning out to be absolutely amazing. So this is it, folks. For all those people from India and Pakistan who understand Urdu and Hindi, 10 p.m. tonight, I will be appearing as a guest on Imran Ali Dina's GFX Mentor YouTube channel. Uh, it seems like Imran has rolled his sleeves over and he wants to throw some fast paced bounces at me. Cricketing bounces, of course, that's it. And he wants to ask some hard questions. And he has actually labeled this live stream as a hard talk. So I'm assuming he wants to talk about my online journey as a freelancer. He wants to talk about my small run so far as a YouTube instructor. Perhaps he might just even ask that why was I inclined to go for a English based channel? And I've got an amazing answer. You already know this, but let's see if I'm able to convey across the message exactly as I've done to you folks. And let's see what else he's got to ask. So 10 p.m. On Imran Ali Dina channel, GFX Mentor. And let's see. Yeah, Imran is a great graphic designer. I mean, one of the rare lot I've seen in this country, equally popular not just in Pakistan but in India as well, who is amazing when it comes to Photoshop and Adobe Premiere and other graphic designing suits. So he's a good friend, and I've convinced him to create an English channel as well. But the problem is, you know what the problem is? The problem is the same problem we all go through. I went through this problem as well, and I worked on my problem. I honed my skills to the point that I can do 1 hour long live streams in English. Communication. Work on your communication skills. Regardless of the country you belong to, even if you're an American, you still need to work on your communication skills, because if you learn how to communicate effectively, written and oral, Warren Buffett, third world's richest man, says that you stand in a good chance of becoming successful in your professional and personal life. So that's how important communication skill is. I'll see you folks tomorrow night. No live stream around 10 p.m., which I typically do every single day. Sign up for the free training. The link is given in the description as well as in the title of this video. It's free, no strings attached. Come with me, as Arnold Schwarzenegger says in Terminator. Come with me if you want to live. I'll be back.